cool.
Yeah.
Now I got a career going on. I'm with Sid. We're doing core. I'm running the bodybuilding stuff, you know. And a couple networks called me up, and one wanted to do a reality show with me, and they wanted me to ghost hunt. And I was like, God, it doesn't even sound cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do it. So Terry actually told me, he's like, you should reach out to Dwayne and just, you know, pick his brain on, you know, because you don't know that stuff. And, you know, what would be a right move for you? And I said, I'm not going to do that. I don't know him like that. I'm not the guy that's going to go bother somebody. And I definitely wasn't trying to get into the Hollywood scene doing, I didn't want to be an actor or anything like that. And I didn't know what to do. So I did reach out to him, and he goes, man, Mel, I didn't know you were interested in telling your story. And I said, either did I. I go, but here I am. I got some people coming at me, and I don't want to make any wrong decisions. I don't know if I want to make any decision, you know. And he said, okay, so let me ask you one question. So now this was Black Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Frankie, what did we start this at 19? Me and you? You were going to ask me, okay. It was Black Wednesday, and he says, how much of the A can you talk about? How much of your past can you talk about? Because that's going to determine, because Mel, you're in such a different place in your life, and you're inspiring to me, myself, he says, and to everybody around you. I hear nothing but good when people say, Mel works for us, or Mel does this with us, and they're like, what an amazing dude, what a gentleman, what a this and that. But how much of the old stuff can you tell? And I said, well, I can tell it all. I paid the price for it. I'm home from prison. There's nothing I'm going to say that's going to get anybody in trouble here. And I have the retired ATF agent that did my case that I'm very, very good friends with. And he goes, come on. And I go, yeah. And I go, so you can get a whole version from his side. And he goes, I love it. He goes, after the new year, I'm going to hook you up with my team from 7 Buck. Well, Frankie over there. And he goes, and we're going to start this journey. And he says, but be patient, because something like this, we have to tell it respectfully. We have to tell it, you know, the right way. And, you know, we just can't let anybody grab this story because they want to glamorize the violence, because that's not where you're at.
That's right.
We're going to do this the right way. And I said, okay, I trust you. Even though we don't know each other like that, but I trust you. I always heard he was a man of his word. You told me that later in life. But, you know, so then me and Frankie got together. What was it, Frankie? 2018 we started? The first, 2018. And we started telling the story. Me, Bayless, to Frankie. You know, he's, you know, putting the A-team together. And, of course, Billy Corbin, right? Cocaine Cowboys, Square Grouper, Screwballs, one of the best, right?
The best, yeah.
And big Billy Corbin fan of everything he does. And now, I don't meet you yet, but I know you're Sid's soon-to-be brother-in-law, and you marry Erin. Sid's with her sister Jackie, the notorious Angle family. I know your father-in-law, Big Mark, who becomes a dear friend of mine, right? One of the toughest guys I think we could say we know. I'm going to go there, man, Big Mark. So, you know, I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm fellowshipping and hanging out with Big Mark and everything like that. You're in town, and they bring you to Jim Mannion's bodybuilding show. I get to meet you because I'm a big fan. You know, of all the things I loved what you did. My favorite movie, Shot Caller. Love that movie, right? Of course, The Joint, The Penitentiary, right? You know, and my favorite one, right? So then you come to the bodybuilding show. I get you guys in, we're sitting VIP, you're sitting next to me. And I remember how amazed you were with the size of the dudes. You're like, Mel, look at the sizes of these guys, right? Yeah. Like you were really like, wow, man. I think that was the first time you were ever that close to a stage. And we started talking, and you're like, hey, congratulations on this thing that DJ's doing for you. And you go, you're in good hands, man. He's a solid brother. He's a man of his word, and you are in the best hands. And I go, John, thank you, man. It means the world coming from you, you know. And me and you were just talking about that, right? No idea of anything, right? So we take a picture together. You leave. 6, 7, 8 months later, you know, under a year or whatever the time would be. Wasn't long. DJ calls me up and he says, hey, he goes, I got to run something by you. I got this idea. And he said, but I want you to be comfortable with it. He always says that, you know, I want you to be comfortable with it, you know. And he goes, I got the perfect dude to play you in the scripted series. I said, okay. And I'm with little Mel in our truck, you know, where I got him on speaker. And he goes, okay. He goes, man, this guy's a good brother. He goes, he's super intelligent. He can get in here and help produce and help run everything. His mind is amazing. He's going into this his spiel. He goes, he can play the old you where you get gritty. He goes, he can play that young you. And he goes, and he can play where you're at now. This dude is the guy that I want, but I want you to be comfortable. So it was like a 5